Hello there, a very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Bhakti Abe Surya. To begin with, let's take a look at the stories making headlines this evening. The National 5-Year Action Plan to eliminate bribery and corruption will be launched tomorrow. The Prime Minister vested the public 200 roads and bridges. The Electricity Board plans to create artificial rains due to prevailing dry weather conditions at water retention areas. In news from overseas, flash floods and mudslides in Indonesia kill 50 people. Now for the news in detail. First up in local news, the National 5-Year Action Plan to eliminate bribery and corruption will be launched tomorrow in Colombo under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The aim of the plan is to bring before justice everyone, including state, private sector officials and the politicians who are engaged in bribery and corruption. The 5-year plan has been prepared with the aim of achieving economic, social, cultural, environmental and sustainable development by eliminating fraud and corruption in the country. The new 5-year action plan, which includes new rules and regulations, has been prepared by amending with the cabinet approval weak rules and regulations in the act related to bribery, corruption, assets and liabilities and punishments. The plan has been prepared based on the main factors such as eliminating bribery in all state institutions, improving ethical systems, punishment methods and law policies. Views have been obtained from intellectuals, foreign experts and public by holding about 40 rounds of discussions. Steps have been taken to prepare the National Action Plan under the guidance of the President, who gave an assurance to prepare a National Action Plan to eliminate corruption while addressing the Anti-Corruption Summit 2016 in Britain. During a special summit of the UN Anti-Corruption Chapter in Colombo last July, the need for a National Action Plan was emphasized to inculcate the values in all sectors in the country. The ceremony to vest in the public 200 roads and bridges took place in Mavanella under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. 30 billion rupees has been spent to build roads and bridges under the project Golden Roads, which connect hearts. The Prime Minister vested in the public the Mavanella Aranayaka, Mavanella Gampula and Mavanella Rambukkana roads. 1,431 million rupees has been spent to build the 14-kilometer Mavanella Aranayaka road. 1,055 million rupees has been spent to build the Mavanella Rambukkana road. The Prime Minister said that the roads are being built according to a plan. He said that he laid the foundation for the Southern Expressway in 2003 and work was launched on the expressway from Kandy to Colombo and the government changed after that. The Prime Minister said that when they came back to power, parts of the road network has been built. Therefore, a plan was drawn up to have one road network, and today there is a plan of road networks from Kandy to Hambantota. There is another plan for a road from Kurunegala to Trincomalee with the assistance of the Asian Development Bank. The Indian government is assisting to construct a road from Trincomalee to Manna through Vaunia. Minister Kabir Hashim said that they increase percentage of investment, especially to rural roads, to strengthen economy of the rural areas. He said that the new theme was created to lessen the traffic congestion for the convenience of the public. Attention has been paid on creating artificial rains due to prevailing dry weather condition at water retention areas of the Central Hills. Deputy General Manager of Lakshapana Hydropower Plant Complex, CGS Gunasekara, said that the Ceylon Electricity Board has taken steps to create artificial rains in the areas where there are reservoirs to obtain water for electricity generation. He said that it will be implemented within the next week. A study has been conducted in the connection with the assistance of a group of engineers from Thailand. Mr. Gunasekara said that the project to create artificial rains will be launched with the participation of the Air Force and several other state institutions. President Maithripala Sirisena returned to the island today after a successful 4-day official tour in Kenya. During the tour of the president, the old friendship between Sri Lanka and Kenya was strengthened and cooperation between the two countries was enhanced. The president commenced the official tour in Kenya on the 13th of this month on an invitation from President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, to attend the 4th sessions of the UN Environmental Summit as a special invitee. The summit was held under the patronage of Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, French President Emmanuel Macron, Madagascar President Andry Rajoelina, and President Maithripala Sirisena. Environmental ministers of 58 countries and more than 5,000 delegates attended the summit. The UN Environmental Summit commenced at the headquarters of the UN Environmental Organization in Nairobi on the 14th of this month. The president addressed the summit as the third speaker. 4 special proposals were submitted to the Environmental Summit with the co-sponsorship of Sri Lanka. The participants of the summit showed a keen attention to the speech of President Maithripala Sirisena as a leader who has taken many policy decisions and worked with commitment to protect the environment as a Minister of Environment and a state leader. They commended the President's environmental friendly development program. The bilateral talks between President Maithripala Sirisena and Kenya President took place on the 15th of this month at the Presidential Palace in Kenya. The two state leaders have agreed to further strengthen bilateral relations and to work together at a global level. The president made an observation tour of the International Agriculture Research Centre in Nairobi. The president also met Sri Lankans living in Kenya. The Water Supply Minister of Kenya, Simon Kiprono, and a group of representatives were at Nairobi Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to bid farewell to the president. Minister Daya Gamage says the Samurdhi subsidy will be given to 600,000 new families. The minister said this while attending a function at the Ampara District Secretariat. The ceremony has been organized to coincide with the national ceremony to inaugurate one-day service to register land and to issue internationally recognized birth certificates. Minister Daya Gamage handed over certificates to the registered land recipients. A group of people, including state officials, were present on the occasion. Finance Minister Mangala Samaravira says the Gamperaliya program has been able to end the era where religious leaders had to go to politicians asking assistance to develop places of religious worship. The minister said this while attending the Mathura district inauguration ceremony of the Prajajala Abhimani National Program implemented by the National Community Water Supply Department at Hakmana Mealla area. The 49 million rupee project will benefit more than 2,200 people. Minister Rauf Hakim was present on the occasion. The modernization activities of the Mathura Training Centre and office complex of the National Youth Services Council took place under the patronage of Minister Sagala Ratnayaka. An anti-drug walk was held with the participation of the youth club members to coincide with the event. A group of people, including chairman of the National Youth Services Council, Eranda Valiange, were present on the occasion. Speaking on the occasion, Minister Sagala Ratnayaka said that steps will be taken to enhance facilities given by the Youth Services Council. Minister Rajitha Senaratne says that the United National Party has never sold a land to the foreigners. The minister said this while attending the function to launch the one-day land registering service of the Kalutara South Land Registrars Department. The 153-year-old department provides many modern services to the public at present. A group of officials, including Kalutara District Secretary UDC Jailal, were present on the occasion. 2 suspects have been arrested with 15 tortoises. The 2 suspects have been arrested while they were hunting for tortoises at Seruvilla, Mavillaru Forest Reserve. They have been arrested on information received by the Special Task Force headquarters at Kantale, Suryapura. The suspects have been handed over to the Kantale Wildlife Office. The tortoises have been released to the Somavati Forest Reserve. Meanwhile, a 14 feet long crocodile, which has been a threat to the people living near Kirindioya, has been caught. A group of officials from the Bundala Wildlife Office has caught the crocodile, which has been later released to the Yala National Wildlife Park. The custom officers have seized a stock of gold biscuits valuing 30 million rupees. A passenger who has arrived from Chennai has brought the gold biscuits. Katunayake Airport Deputy Customs Director Vipulaminnu Ampitiya said that they arrested a 49-year-old suspect who is a resident of Halsdorf. The custom official said that he has hidden the gold biscuits in a belt which is used for back pains. About 40 gold biscuits weighing 4 kilograms have been seized from the suspect. Meanwhile, 2 suspects have been arrested with more than 2 kilograms of Kerala cannabis at Potuvil, Kottuyale. Arugambe Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau said that the suspects are in the ages of 39 and 61. They have been arrested jointly by naval officers attached to the Southeast Naval Command, Arugambe Special Task Force and Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau. The Navy has seized more than 680 kilograms of Kerala cannabis following operations this year.